hanging chads? How about pregnant chads? Or my favorite, the dimpled chad? Well, expect all that and so much more this 2020 election. I'm Michelle Mortensen, and this is what you need to know right now about mail-in voting. This year with mail-in voting, we could see another 2000 election of uncertainty. Not because of Chads, though.
Chad? Who's Chad?
But because of signatures, postmarks, and envelopes.
Stamps, envelopes.
You know, I've heard of it.
See, with mail-in voting, signatures matter a lot.
Why does it matter?
They need to match the one on your driver's license. But do you remember how you signed your signature at the DMV?
I don't remember.
And side note, in order to vote by mail, have your signature confirmed and your vote count, it appears you need an ID from the DMV, aka voter ID.
Oh, snap! It is.
Guess it doesn't suppress the vote, now does it?
No, it does not.
But mail-in voting sure does, and here's why. Your ballot could be rejected and you'd never know it.
What?
And that, my friends, is voter suppression.
It sure is.
But signatures aren't the only reason a ballot could be rejected. Postmarks matter in some states, even though most mail-in ballots won't have a postmark, because that's for first-class mail, not mail that doesn't require a stamp. So what will states do with ballots that come after Election Day but were mailed on time and don't have a postmark? Chances are they won't count.
Gasp!
That's voter suppression.
It really is.
Ballots could also be rejected if you don't have a signature on the envelope or if the envelope got ripped or torn. So there are actually a lot of reasons why mail-in ballots might be rejected. But don't believe me. Think I'm just a conservative partisan hack? Well, let me school you with some facts, some cold hard facts from NPR and the Washington Post, two very liberal news organizations.
That's an understatement.
They looked at the number of mail-in ballots rejected in the 2020 primary season, and they found 30 states rejected more than 500,000 ballots.
What?
250,000 ballots were rejected in 8 battleground states, including Nevada.
Whoa.
Why were those ballots rejected? We don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
We don't know if they were Republican ballots or Democrat ballots or fraudulent ballots or legit ballots with an issue. We don't know because there's no transparency.
Yes.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
Democrats passed massive mail-in voting laws while simultaneously spreading conspiracy theories about the post office that truly rival the flat earther movement in stupidity in less than 90 days from an election.
That is really stupid.
So we have no transparency, no truth, just a lot of smoke and mirrors from politicians who actually are the real partisan hacks.
I don't know, these hacks sleep at night.
Don't forget, 75% of Americans don't trust politicians according to Pew Research.
Partisan politics are tearing our country apart.
But you just let those politicians you don't trust mess with the election process we've had for years.
Why do we just do that?
I mean, the Russian bots are sitting back with popcorn like MJ and Thriller right now because they didn't have to lift a finger to create doubt or confusion. And for those of you who say this was necessary because of COVID, ain't no one buying that. Absentee ballots have existed for years. Anyone could have gotten one.
That's true.
And most Americans still go to the grocery store. They're packed. And that's where people vote.
Too true. Too true.
In schools, well, they're empty. Another popular polling spot, so that wasn't an issue. And don't we all have to wear a mask anyway, so we don't expose people to COVID?
That's a very good point.
That's an excellent point.
Good point.
All right.
The only way to have free and fair elections is to vote in person with ID. And don't you dare say voter ID suppresses voters when you require it to verify the signature in a mail-in ballot.
Exactly.
Plus, the lie that people can't get an ID is such fake news.
You are fake news.
You need one to drink, to fish, to hunt, to get married, to go to the courthouse, to ride a plane. Heck, you needed it to go to the Democrat National Convention last week.
That is funny.
We might not be able to undo the damage that politicians have done to the American electoral process in 2020, but we can't stop giving these politicians a pass. It's time to nix the narrative and focus on facts. The facts are simple. Mail-in voting isn't foolproof, and it does present problems. If you don't want your vote suppressed, do one of two things. If you're mailing your ballot, do it early. Mail it right away to improve your chance it's being counted, and follow the directions to a T. And if you have the option of voting in person, do it. But don't wait till Election Day because the lines will be long. Polls open in Nevada on October 17th, so go vote and have your voice heard, and vote wisely. Our future depends on it. I'm Michelle Mortensen, and that's what you need to know right now.